Hello everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Live. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I've switched to my Mondays off for the rest of 2023. Say hello, Mojo. Hello, Mojo. And so I'm a little more idle on Mondays than I have been lately. So things are just a little slower going around here. Mojo and I have had a very lazy day today. So we are just going to chill and have some fun here in Fresco. Alrighty. No, just sit down, buddy. Okay? Just chill home. I don't want you to bother the neighbors. All right. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in today. We are going to work a little bit on this seascape that we've been working on over the past couple weeks. I haven't had a chance to touch it since last week. I've been pretty busy. I had a very busy weekend. So I haven't done anything since we chatted last week. But if you did miss it, we've gone through and added all of our flat colors to our illustration here. And you'll also notice that there's hierarchy lines. Those were completed the week prior. To make sure that this is actually ready in time for the coloring books that I created. So we've been working together on those, and then we've got our base for our paper patterns, which means today we're going to get to do some really fun color, which is super great. So I think we're going to start with the sea turtle shell. So I'm just going to throw in a new layer here. We're working in Adobe Fresco today. I'm working in this stained glass style this year. This is a series I've been building throughout the year. I haven't done any, I'm not doing monthly illustrations. They're every 2 months. Now just to give me some wiggle room to work on some other projects, etc. As we go through the year. And so I get to work with you guys in the live and build them here. So let's get this set up here. So the goal of all of this, for those of you who are relatively new, is to have kind of a stained glass effect. Normally I would break down some of these bigger sections and have them kind of be made up of glass pieces. But we have some really interesting shapes here. And I was going to run some tests this week, and as I mentioned, I ran out of time. But we have some kind of large, interesting pieces that I worry might not benefit from that breakdown. I worry that we're going to actually make the illustration a little too busy. So we're going to start a little bit. The main one that I'm concerned about is the sea turtle shell, just because I think it's going to look great with a stained glass, but I'm not convinced. I don't know whether the kind of shapes on the back of the shell are too big, or if they need to be broken down yet. So that's going to be what we're going to explore a little bit today. So I've created a new multiply layer, and I'm going to go up to my brushes here, and I'm going to make sure I select, a basic brush, and we want the soft round opacity. And how big is this one? We're definitely going to want it to be a little bigger than that. I think last time we were doing about a 90. I think that tracks for right now. And then for color, we want to go into our color palette here. Just hang on. I know. And we're going to find something that really works. Okay. I am a little concerned that these shapes are a little too big, but we will kind of figure this out as we go along. We'll do in a couple shapes, and then we'll see how it goes. And if I have to break it down, I have to break it down, and that's how it is. Alessandra and Odari, welcome to the live stream, everybody. Thank you for tuning in despite my inability to tune into your lives this weekend. It was a very busy weekend, so thank you for tuning in for me. I will be playing catch up this week. I hope they all went well. I actually got notifications this time. All right, and then we gotta pick our brush. Make sure that we're pulling back a good amount, but not too much. Oh dear, we'll try again. How goes the Spooktober, Odari? I've seen a couple of them go up and they look amazing. I'm very impressed with everybody's ability to keep up this year. All right, okay, we'll keep going with this then. Still haven't had a chance to go back and just kind of do some final touches on the dragon yet. Like as I mentioned, this week was very busy. So I just didn't get a chance to go into those final details. I know I don't need a lot more time, but usually it sounds very intimidating to sit down. So I just had to convince myself that the 20 minutes I need to put into it will be enough. You're on day 25. Oh my goodness. I was going to say, you're so far ahead. And then I looked up and realized you are ahead, which is amazing. Good job. But I'm a little sad that the 25th of October is just 2 days away. Good job. I liked to do that too when I did Inktober. I'd either have my sketch ready to go and I would ink it on the day, or I would do everything or I'd have everything ready and just ink it on the day, or do things one day ahead so I could post it on time. Not having another great week, but pushing through though. Well, be careful, Alessandra. Don't push yourself too hard. I know that we all want to get this work done and we all want to go like crazy, but definitely make sure you're not putting yourself into a burnout situation. It's definitely where I'm very close to and have been consciously pulling back on a few things to make sure that I don't burn myself to the ground. So I hope you're feeling better soon, but I also do hope that you're taking some time for yourself to make sure that you are able to continue on and not burn yourself out, because burnout sucks. Oh no, I'm off this week because I have COVID, so I'm just going to read and watch movies and take medication. That sucks. I did not enjoy my COVID experience. It was about a year and a half ago, and 0 stars, would not recommend. So I'm sorry that you were unwell, but do take the time and rest. And I know I got wicked brain fog when I got mine. And again, it was probably a different variant, so hopefully not so bad for you, but it was very frustrating to come back to work and everything else. I actually had to ask my boss to maybe not give me anything very important because my brain wasn't functioning for a long period of time. Second time, that sucks. Well, I hope you get better soon, because that's no fun at all. A lot of my team at work is sick right now, so I'm trying to find, trying not to go into the office. I don't want to get sick. Hi, Angela. My brain fog after COVID lasted what felt like forever. Same. It was so frustrating. I'd be in meetings, and my brain would just literally, drop mid-thought, and I'd have to ask people to, remind me what I was talking about because I couldn't remember. It was extremely frustrating. And I actually have a coworker who has long COVID, so I talked with him quite a bit about it, and unfortunately that's been his state for a couple years now, which sucks. So hopefully you guys will all clear up soon and will feel better, because as a person who likes to be on the go doing lots of things, my brain shorting out like that, especially in that way and that aggressively, was very frustrating for me. So do take it easy, and hopefully you'll be back to your normal self shortly, but don't rush it. That was one thing a lot of people told me. Don't try and rush it, because you'll just make yourself more frustrated. Hi, RB. Thanks for tuning in. Oh goodness, Alessandra. I hope you're just able to get some rest. That's no fun at all. I wouldn't stress any embarrassment too much. I think that they've seen a lot of things. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Alrighty. right. So I mentioned it's been a busy week. I had some company this weekend. I actually went to see Spam-A-Lot. If anybody is like even remotely a little bit of a Monty Python fan, I would definitely recommend this. I know it's been like out for a long time, and I definitely didn't know what to expect. I'm like I've watched The Holy Grail like 8,000 million times, and it was so fun. Like, it's been a long time since I watched it, so I watched it last week, and then I saw Spam-A-Lot. Would recommend. It's one of those ones, like, I would go see it again this weekend, but it's one of those shows that there's enough kind of ad-libbing and kind of, like, doing your own take that I'm sure seeing it multiple times would definitely give you a different experience each time, so I definitely would recommend. Okay. Hi, I'm going to try. I'm so sorry. Is it Abdelrahman? Thanks for tuning in tonight. It's a busy night tonight. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. We are working in Adobe Fresco. We've had a few more people since I zoomed out last time. I am working on my stained glass style series here, and we're doing some sea creatures. I thought there would be a lot of really good opportunity here to have the seashell, the sea turtle shell would be a really good opportunity for this stained glass kind of opportunity. So I went from there, but I didn't want to do just a turtle, and I didn't really want to kind of finagle with coral or anything, so I did some other kind of really interesting characters in here. Jellyfish have always presented kind of an interesting design opportunity in my head. I've never drawn one before, and I've drawn a lionfish before too, but I think that there's a good design element here. So we'll see how it comes together, because how I'm going to treat it and do the stained glass kind of style is a little different from what we've been doing before, because usually I break these down, but we're going to kind of figure it out as we go with this one, because I'm not really sure how I want to do that, or if I want to break them down at all. I saw Equalizer 3 last night. Oh my goodness. I'm losing track of what's in the theater. Looks great. Love the pattern. Thank you. Thank you so much. I said losing track of what's in the theater. I was out in the car this morning and I was listening to the radio, and they were talking about the new Martin Scorsese movie. I'm not even going to attempt the title because I'm going to get it in the wrong order, but it's got Leo DiCaprio in it and everything. It's like a big epic super movie, but it's like 3.5 hours. It's like, oh, I don't have well, I could find the time to go to that in a theater, but oh my goodness. That's a long time. Yeah, Mojo just cried because then I want to be hanging out with Mojo. Poor guy. So I'll probably see it eventually, but it's harder with the long movies. Especially when I'm so busy right now. I'll watch a long movie if I'm sitting here. I just watched, when I was doing the coloring books and wrapping them up, I definitely watched the whole Hobbit series. So it takes me one full Hobbit watch to wrap up coloring books. I'll use that information however I need to moving forward. But yeah, going to a theater and everything now, it's kind of an ordeal, but people are liking it, so we'll see. Too cool for school. Aren't we all? So what's everybody else working on tonight? Odari, I assume you were going to be working on your Spooktober. Alessandra should be working on getting better. I watch everything at home now. Same. I'm a huge movie person, and I love to watch movies. I love the energy of the theater. Like, I went to TIFF the year before, like 2019, so the year before the pandemic, and the energy was insane. It was wonderful, so great. I love going to a theater, seeing something on the big screen, all that kind of stuff, but it's so expensive to go. Like, it was before the pandemic, and now it's insane, and now I can just pause whenever I want to. I can eat whatever snacks I want to, and, sit in my comfy clothes. It's perfect. No makeup or anything. Yes, you're not wrong, RB. I think there's a lot of movies that can really lend to being on the big screen. There's a lot of ones that are better seen on the big screen that I would like to experience. But It's just so hard to, when movies are getting so long, it's hard to carve out like 4 hours to go to a theater. Just being a little more choosy maybe on my end. Watch things at home. Avatar, for instance. I missed Avatar in the theater, like the second one. I saw the first one in IMAX, and I missed the second one in the like in IMAX and everything. And that was my goal, to see it that way, and I didn't. It would have been epic though. I watched the. I saw it eventually because it's on the streaming services. I forget which one here, but I watched it. But it would have been epic on the screen. I think even a little bit better. Are you a freelancer? Not really. I'm an illustrator. I work professionally as a technical illustrator during the day. And then this work is work that I've been doing at home, just on my studio time. Mo, just leave the neighbors be, okay? We're trying to talk. Come here, please. Good boy. But I haven't been doing a lot of freelance work. I've done the odd logo and stuff here and there. But for right now, I'm kind of nailing down my style and building my portfolio. But always open to chat if someone wants to. I have been collaborating. You can see Odari in the chat here. We're collaborating on one of his Moonstone efforts. And I'm open to freelance options depending on what the project is. And I will only take on something that's within my skills so we can chat. But I'm not actively freelancing right now. I'm just trying to get my style nailed down and learn these tools and all that kind of fun stuff. All right, always hit the save. Brand identity designer, work as freelancer. Cool. That's a big level of work. I know I do some of that sometimes at my work where I work during the day, and that can be definitely very exciting and fun work. But depending on the client, sometimes it's a bit of a challenge. But that's very cool. Oops. Yeah, so what else? So I've done, so yeah, I was prepping this mostly for this week for company, because like I said, we went to Spamalot, and I would strongly recommend. It was so hilarious. I was like in tears. It was so funny. Would definitely recommend. But then this week I was able to get the coloring books out to print. My t-shirts went out to print, all that other kind of stuff. So I'm kind of playing a bit of a waiting game, trying to get all these illustrations and stuff done so I can be ready to ship some things out and get some more videos out of the work that I have available for sale right now. And then start building some projects, some foundations for projects that I want to do next year. I'm anticipating November and December. I'm going to be a little chiller. That's the plan, at least in my work, so that I can just get foundations ready for next year and not burn out too much, because I find January, February I burn right out, so I'm trying to avoid that. Oh, nice. I'm not great at branding. Good for you. Yeah, if it's definitely, there's a lot more to it than I thought that there would be. So great work that you're able to do that, because it's one of those things that people just think is easy. Just make a logo and just go ahead. Whereas there's like really a lot to it, especially if you're doing a full branding. So that's great work. I've been writing Moonstone off and on all week. Oh my God, it's hard because I'm so busy with so much. I completely agree. There's been so many moving parts. That's why I'm trying to, once everything's out for print. Excuse me, can you come here, please? Now? Sorry, guys. Mojo wanted to say hello. Come on. And so, yeah, I've been trying to kind of like narrowing down the list and trying to kind of slow things down. Now that the coloring books are ready to go out, I have a few more things I want to kind of get ready, but really just slow things down because I just spent, like, the to-do list is insane. Like, I was even thinking today how I had a pretty quiet week ahead, and I have, like, no free things until Friday now. It's just crazy. This time of year gets so busy. Excuse me, just leave them alone. And like at the holidays, I know get crazy busy. There's always like get-togethers and all that kind of other stuff. So I'm really trying to slow things down because this is my favorite time of year, and like it's already blowing past way too quickly that I don't really want to have it go by too much faster. Hey, shh. Leave them alone, okay? They're just in the hall. Just leave them be, bud, okay? Alrighty. Where's everybody from? I'm up in Canada right now. Living the almost snowy dream. My car was covered in frost this morning. So it's on its way. It's on its way. Okay, this shape's gonna be a little bit weird. It's cold outside. Yeah, it warmed up all right throughout the day, but it got a little fresh for a few minutes there. This morning was a little crisp. Polar bears will come to visit me soon. Because that's what my friend used to call me, because we would go, I'm up from like northern Ontario. So I'm like, that's where I grew up. So when I used to live in the bigger cities and stuff, like in southern Ontario, we'd go out to the bars and everybody would bundle up in their parkas, and I'd be wearing like flip-flops and like a heavy-ish jacket, and people would call me the polar bear because it just wasn't as cold for me. But that's just because of where I grew up. Sarajevo, very nice. Egypt, cool. We've got people from all over tonight. That's so cool. Cape Verde, but live in the U.S. This is amazing. This is a really good diverse group of people. I love it. All different locations. It was cold last week, but this week is back to warm, so I don't know what season we're in. Yeah, we had the same thing. We had like a little teaser of fall about a month ago, and then it went up to 30 degrees. Like, I used my air conditioner more that week than I did all summer long. And then now it's kind of getting cooler, and we're kind of getting into those frost warnings. So I'm hoping we'll just kind of like stay in that downward spot, just because I'm like, I want to be curled up with my socks and my big blankets and my books and my candles and all that kind of stuff. That's my jam. So I'm very excited for that. I know it's not everybody's favorite business, but it's where my happy place is. So, but you're right. This time of year, Alessandra, is very difficult. I find it very difficult to find out what to wear. So I wear just lots of layers and bring like an extra backup coat or pair of boots. 25 now at night. Wow. It was -1 or 2 Celsius last night. It's pretty fresh. Makes for good sleeping though, because I was under like 1,000 blankets. It was amazing. I don't like when it's too hot. I just have a jacket everywhere I go. Car, the office, home. Yeah, I've become, now that I'm in the office a little bit more regularly now, I have like my backup jacket or a little like poncho scarf thing. I always have backup somethings. Backup winter boots in the car. All this kind of madness. Because I never know what to wear. Usually I'll wear like a big sweater because it's cold in the morning, and then I go out to my car in the afternoon and it's like 15, 16 degrees and it's too hot. You have many jackets. Hey, you gotta be prepared. Rain on Thursday. And that's hard this time of year too, because it's kind of like, I don't mind a rainy day. When it's like miserable, cold mess, that's not fun. All right, let's finish up these last few sections here and see what we're looking at. And this might help me with my direction forward with the rest of this. 29. Holy cow. Yikes. It's up to 29 up here. It's usually means like a humidex, and that's not my jam. That's almost a little too warm for me. But in some parts of the world, but it's not humid. It's not so bad. I always feel like the heat in places where it's supposed to be hot doesn't feel as bad as when it's like really hot up here. Like we get really wicked humidity, and it's like I find it uncomfortable. But then I went to Mexico like a while ago, and the heat there didn't bother me as much as like, I don't know, when it's supposed to be hot in a place, it feels less uncomfortable for some reason. You have no idea. Just like DTM has a lot of markers, I have lots of jackets. Everybody has a thing. So funny. So you always got to be prepared in some fashion. Some people prepare with markers, some with jackets. Let's see. The winter's going to be terrifying, as I'll say. I have toys. See, everybody's got a thing. You got lots of things. Mine's probably, as much as I have art supplies and things like that, mine's probably books. I always have a book on me. That's why my Kobo was a dangerous purchase. Now I always have 200 books on me. Which is going to be terrifying. Now, I love the winter. Winter's my jam. But also, I grew up with winter, so I'm comfortable with it. I know it's not everybody's thing. I know a lot more people like the heat and warmer times, which I understand, but I'm definitely a layers person. I'm a coat and boots and scarf with a heavy sweater underneath person. That's my jam. All right, so let's see how this is looking, because this, I think I also made this the 18 by 24. So I'm a little bit worried that these are kind of really big spaces on a very large canvas. I have a lot of markers too. Books. I have lots of books. Yeah. It's because I buy my own books, and then my sisters and my friends and my mom and my sister-in-law, we all trade books. So I have a bunch of those. And we have, then something new comes out that like I should borrow the library, but the library doesn't have, so I go buy it. It's just madness. There's so many. And they have to stop writing books for about 5 years, and then I can get caught up, and then they can start writing more. You are ready for winter. Yes, I am. It's my jam. It's my favorite thing. I'm so ready to go. All right, so let's save this. Cool. I love books. Me too. I just love a good story, and like I'll read pretty much anything. I had a coworker one time. He said, "Aaron," my back was to him, and he said, "Aaron, would you like to read this?" I said, "Yes." What is it? I'm pretty much down to read pretty much any kind of thing. I'm gonna try some more of the intense Stephen King soon. I've been kind of sprinkling around the edges. I'm going to dive into some of the deeper ones. My brother's gotten into them, so I want to discuss with him. So that's going to be my next adventure. Okay. So what we're looking at here is... Okay, so what I'm going to actually do, I'm going to go back to the dragon for a minute. He's not done, but just to get the idea of what we're looking at, because I'd love some feedback here. While this is loading, I love hot chocolate on a cold night when I read books. Yes, me too. That or some tea. I love that a lot. Okay, so this is the last stained glass illustration that we were doing. Not finished just yet. Still a little bit more work to do. But this is kind of the style that we've been going with. Same 18 by 24. I'm living for it. Looking so great. But you can see in these sections here, I've kind of broken it down into pieces of glass. Air quotes, because it's not actually glass. I worried that when we did the stained glass with the sea turtle, that breaking down the sections that we just shaded would be a little too much and kind of take away from those spots. But I also kind of worry that at an 18 by 24, this might be a little boring. So I wonder if I should break it down a little further, like break down those sections, but then maybe not shade the light parts in between like that. You know what I mean? Like, should I do, if I go to, instead of these, should I kind of like break this down into sections like this and then do those pieces? Because I think I probably won't be breaking down the lionfish at all unless I just do something like this, this, like some in here, because the red's all going to be its own piece. You see what I'm saying? A little unsure. And then I don't want to break down the jellyfish too much because there's a lot happening already. So maybe we do just bigger sections instead of as small as they were on the dragon. What do we think? So I'm thinking that that sea turtle shell isn't looking as amazing as I was picturing in my head. So if I just turn this off for now and clear this layer, because those were just test lines. If I do 4, and then we break some of these up a little bit. Maybe I won't break them down as aggressively as I broke down the other ones. Now, oops. Like I won't go as fine as I did on the dragon. Like the dragon needed those scales. So maybe I'll just kind of do a little bit less so that I can let it do its thing. And then maybe I changed the pattern on the turtle. We're doing a lot of exploration with this one today, guys. So I appreciate your patience. So all I'm doing is some straight lines here to kind of make it look like it's broken up into stained glass. And I'm just drawing a straight line with the Apple pencil and then holding it still so that you can see on some of these it's going to snap to a straight line for me. I don't have to worry about using the ruler or anything. I don't want that looking like that's underlining the text. So we'll do this. Looks amazing. Love the dragon. Thank you. Me too. I'm thrilled with the dragon. I think that's also kind of why I've been delaying just finishing it up, because I don't want to be done. I just love working on it. The fiery eyes and stuff came out so well, so I'm hoping to replicate that to finish it off. So I'm hoping that maybe this week I can get a little bit more of that done. Again, that's part of my long list. Oh, Dari. So many things on the list. So many things I want to work on too. Like, it's not a matter of like my list is so big or full of things I don't want to do. It's full of everything I want to be doing, which makes it harder for me to set boundaries and avoid burnout. Like, but I want to do these 20,000 things. I don't want to do my dishes, but I do want to do these 20,000 things. All right. Yeah, you know what? I think this is going to be good. I think this is going to be better. It's going to be more interesting anyway. Interesting to look at. Just keeping them big, keeping it simple. And then maybe there's a way to treat some of these kind of in-between lines. I'm hardly keeping up with Spooktober. I believe in you. You can do it. Be strong. We were talking about this last week, how Alessandra and I we opted out this year. We had all intentions of going, but the to-do list wouldn't allow it. So let us live through you. You can do the thing. A lot of client work. Yeah. See, that's a good reason, you know? You gotta have some fun for yourself too. I had all these intentions of doing like every other day or writing or something like that, doing something different instead, but my brain was starting to short out. So I thought, before I burn to the ground, I will just live through all these fabulous people who are able to fit it into their schedule this year. I will ensure I do it next year. I guess the people who pay the bills can probably get some good amounts of your time, I guess. Darn bills. Okay. Whoops. Again, trying to keep these sections really big. Oh, I don't want those lines to be the same. Keep these sections really big just so that we're not going to take over too much of this flowiness. I'm avoiding client work to finish mine for once. Hey, you got to put yourself first sometimes. That's just fine. Yeah, so I just want these to be bigger sections because I don't want it to be too busy. Like the dragon tiny pieces, it kind of looked like scales, so it kind of did double duty there. These are supposed to be very big, flowy things, and I think if I make these pieces too small, it's going to really weigh them down. You saw what I did combining elements into one drawing. I'm not getting any younger, RB. I need to get her done. Draw all the things. I don't know if I want the breakdown here. I wonder if I could do... No. I was going to try to do something a little different here, but I think it wouldn't fit in. Like if I did it like sections, almost like an orange... But I think it might not fit if I just do it on the jellyfish head here, so we won't. Okay. Also trying to make sure that these don't look like the same. Oops. No, too many tangents. There we go. Yeah, do the art you want to be doing. I know sometimes the clients pay the bills. Sometimes you just got to do the project that you want to get done. Sometimes you just gotta do the thing. Okay, and then I need an eraser here. And then I need to do this. Is your birthday, RB, like right now? Happy birthday! Thank you for spending your birthday on my live stream. So many birthdays this time of year. There's been a few. Dari's birthday was recently, and then a few others were mentioned. Wow. Cool. All right, so let's break some of this down here. Oops, we have a missing section here. There we go. Let's see. Oops. Oh, we have some travel plans in the chat. Always a fun time. How's it feel to be 25 again? Over and over and over. Okay, just one more set here and then we will be I'm not sure how I'm gonna to do, because I missed a line in here. All right. So let's see how that comes together now. All right. So, how did this color come together? Not bad. A little gray, eh? I kind of want to add a little bit of red to that. See if it's any better. This is what these tests are for. Yeah, I like it a little redder. Okay, so we'll hide this and we'll start this here. And we'll try these little shapes again. We'll go up to the, you want to watch the turtle again. We'll do the jellyfish instead. Just so you don't have to see too much repetition. Hello, everybody on Instagram. How's everybody doing tonight? All right. Oh, gotta make it a multiply layer. Otherwise, we're gonna make a mess. There we go. So for this, I have a multiply layer on, but I also have the multiply feature on the brush, so it keeps building up and getting darker and darker until I get a shadow that I want. Turtles are one of my favorite animals, land or sea. Cool. My sister had a turtle, and so they're usually kind of her big thing, so I'm excited to show her this one when I'm done. But yeah, they're pretty cool. They look pretty awesome. But he's got I hadn't really thought of turtles for design potential until recently, and so I'm pretty glad I did. I'm just going to bring that eraser back a little bit because it's a little too much. I want it to be a little soft, but not that much radius. They're a pretty cool critter. Does that also include Teenage Mutant Ninja variety? Pizza? Nope, Aaron Ojari is a ninja himself. That's hilarious. I had someone call me a ninja at work the other day because I was able to solve their problem by asking just like a couple seemingly random questions, but they're relatively new to the company, so they don't know how I know all those answers. But yeah, ninja. Wouldn't that be nice? Although, no, I don't think I'd want to be a teenager again. Unless I knew what I knew now, maybe. Teenage years were just kind of like a lot. They were kind of a lot. That's okay. We're more wisdomous now. It's all good. I think we need one more line in here somewhere. Maybe predictable. Oh, good Lord. Black and 4. Okay, back to this now. Oops. Come on, you. Oh, it's the black one. Let's go back to the actual brush we want. Fun fact, before this was North America, it was called Turtle Island by the natives. That's so cool. So up in, I assume anybody can take it, but in the University of Manitoba, you can take an Indigenous history course online for free. It was free when I took it. I'm not certain that there's a limitation to it. I'm assuming they're still running it. They advertised it for quite a while. But then they would tell all of those stories. Like they had actually elders from the different communities telling these stories, and it was amazing. I'm like, oh man, they're so rich. There's so much to them, and I love the Turtle Island story. So great. And I am a ninja. Hey, it's good to have skills. Oops, come on. Erase your tool, please. There we go. There we go. Of course, a ninja. I knew it. Yeah. Sometimes us ninjas are pretty sneaky people. You don't see us coming. Okay, we're missing a couple lines here. So I'm just going to skip those parts because I'm just going to forget to change the brush and the color again. Oh my goodness, 5 more minutes. How the heck did that happen? A Mandalorian ninja. This is the way. Fantastic. That's a lot of mad skills. Come on. My mom wears all black and has those masks that ninjas use. And she is small. I bet she's a ninja too. She's hiding in plain sight, Alessandra. No one will guess that she's a ninja if she's already dressed like a ninja. It's the perfect disguise. I love it. That's fantastic. Who knows? Zoom back out. Okay, I think we're on a right track here. Let's fill this one in, even though I'm missing the line I want. I'll just go here. Just to see if this is working a little better than our first attempt. They can't all go smooth. I think I'm cheating or something. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, 2 more. What are we gonna do here? I think we'll save myself some aggravation. We'll just overlap this for now. Oops. Let's try that again. Can't wait to share my cosplay with you all. Full on Mandalorian. Glorious. I have a friend who's making a full Boba Fett costume. He was doing all the pieces and stuff. I slowed down to say that just because I can't remember if he finished it or not. because he was doing a project where he did all of the Jason masks, I think, but it was the different movies and the different kind of reenactments. So he was kind of like wearing them all down and what's the word I'm looking for? Just kind of making them all look worn and everything. But then he moved over to the Boba Fett one, and it was freaking amazing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing yours. It's going to be amazing. I'm always very impressed with people who will go to that extra level there, because costume and 3D things are not really my jam. So I'm always very excited to see what people come up with. So yes. Oh, Dari Lorian. It's not as smooth as one would like, but I like it. Yes, I'm very excited to see that. That's going to be so great. Just do this for now. Oops. Just leave the neighbors alone, Moj. We're almost done. Oh dear. Oh no, that's not what I wanted at all. There we go. Mojo needs some snuggles. He's a very tired guy today. He is the dog with FOMO. And he, when we have company, he doesn't sleep very much. So he's been a very snuggly guy since my fabulous company headed home this morning. So he needs all the snuggles because he's a very tired man. All right. Oh, there's only 3 more. Let's just do these 3 and then we'll see what it's looking like. Mojo's an art critic. He's more of a critic of how much art I do. He didn't know what he was getting into when he adopted an artist, and he's probably rethinks his decisions some days, because I'm always arting in some way. So yeah, the poor guy. Always arting. But we get Mojo minutes too, eh, Buck? Yeah, we do. He's just a sleepy guy right now. Alright, let's see what we got here. I think I may... Let's, before we do this, add the lasso here. Thanks, the stream gotta go. Okay, bye, Alessandra. I hope you're feeling better soon. I'll try and catch your streams this week if I see you online, but take care of yourself, please. Have a good evening. Thanks for tuning in. I'm almost done here, everybody else. I'll let you all get with your evening. I just want to see how this is turning out. Bit of an experimentation session today. See what we like the look of. Come on, you erase. All right, let's see. Okay. So not too bad. It's a little dark there, but I always say that when we get started because I'm always a little bit, it's a lot compared to the lighter papers, but we'll see when we get to the turtle shell and everything. If it is too dark, I can pull the layer back. That's the best part about layering. So it doesn't look like we did much today, but we got lots of exploration done and started to figure out things here for the direction moving forward. And if this continues to work, I think we'll have a really good direction forward and we'll see a lot more movement on the next couple streams. But I will let you all go. Thank you so much, everybody. Odari, Alessandra, RB, everybody in the chats on Facebook, Instagram, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm not missing names on purpose, I swear. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll hopefully see all of you on your streams coming up shortly. So have a great week, and I'll be back next week, same time and channels, with this little guy, and we'll hopefully see some more progress. Have a great night, guys. I'll see y'all soon.